there. Welcome back to my channel. Well, you know how it goes. Another day, another story, another perspective to share. I'm so glad that you are here with me, and we're going to open up today's episodes. I call episodes because I think at some point I'm going to be in a movie somewhere or a television show maybe. But nevertheless, today's day of videos is going to start off with A$AP Rocky, which I'm becoming an increasingly big fan of. I love his warm spirit that he seems to exude whenever you see him out and about with the people, and he just seems like he's an all-around fun guy, and definitely looks to be a really good choice for Rihanna. And I love him in his father mode as well, right? And so we have heard so many great things about their love story as well over the last year or so, maybe even longer for those of you who've been following their love story with much more time than I have. And they've been in the news quite a bit as well, more or less also too, not just for the some of the things that were not the most and pleasing of situations to go through, but also for the wins that they are having as well. And one big one for sure is the coming together of motherhood and fatherhood between the two of them. It is a beautiful story to see. So as we all know, as of the uploading and filming of this video, which is May 15th, we have just gotten over may not even gotten over, but we've just heard the beautiful news that Rihanna is expecting baby number 3. So congratulations again to both A$AP Rocky and Rihanna on their new bundle of joy on their way to enrich their family even more. I actually do have a video, detailing some of the aspects of that as well. So if you haven't had an opportunity to take a watch, hopefully you will do so after this video, and share your comments in the comment section below as well. As things go with pendulum swinging, you have your good and your bad. And one of the things that was a very scary and trying situation definitely to go through is that of the trial that we had just saw A$AP Rocky actually be acquitted of all charges from just within recent couple of months, maybe even less than that, I guess, at this point, because time is just going, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it because he actually took some time in an interview to share his feelings and thoughts about that particular trial now that we are post the court case and trial itself, and that we know that he was definitely in the position of being acquitted for those charges and was able to continue on with his freedom. And that is what he's going to also be talking about in this sharing. So with that, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what some of the details that he has shared regarding of his situation in that trial time frame or era of his life, which I'm sure he does not want to repeat anymore. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. And this sharing is coming to us by way of Billboard. And it shares that A$AP Rocky opens up about his Pow Pow assault trial. Now, of course, we want to keep things YouTube friendly, so I will be changing some words around just to keep it in that sphere. He says, I was definitely scared for my freedom. He says, I try to stay positive at all times, talking for the first time about being in court. So let's get into it. A$AP Rocky, who has opened up about his Pow Pow assault trial for the first time, calling the experience gut-wrenching and nerve-wracking. In a new interview with Variety published on Tuesday, May 6th, Rocky talked about what it was like sitting in the courtroom for his Pow Pow assault trial in February. He was accused by former friend A$AP Riley of pow-powing him in a November of 2021. Rocky was found not guilty on all charges. Now, the rapper said the experience taught him to focus on his own actions, adding that he is blessed to be able to get back to work. Amen to that. He says, you got to stop yourself from thinking like that, Rocky had told the publication when asked whether he was worried about being found guilty, because that could get the best of you, and you can manifest that energy by mistake. I try to stay positive at all times. But it was definitely gut-wrenching and nerve-wracking, and I was definitely scared for my freedom. I was so thankful that the jury made that decision. I was really thankful for how the judge was respectful and treated me like a first-class citizen. And I was thankful for my team and my lawyer, my family, and my mom for being there with me the whole time. He added that his character in Spike Lee's upcoming highest to lowest film with Rocky stars and alongside Denzel Washington was heavily inspired by his own legal troubles. He says, I was able to act like a piece of, we'll just say sugar honey on iced tea, who was going away for a long time, but didn't realize the consequences because in real life, I knew exactly what the consequences felt like, Rocky said. He added that acting was his only escape during the trial. Now, the trial's most viral moment came at the end when Rocky launched himself into Rihanna's arms after his not guilty verdict was read. And if you all got a chance to see that, I did myself. It was a sight to be seen. Now, the rapper had told Variety that moment came from being happy and wanting to get the we'll just say hell out of that building. Now that the LSC rapper is moving forward with his life and with some happy news too, shortly before the 2025 Met Gala, which Rocky had co-chaired, and it began on Monday, May 5th, Rihanna had revealed, as also I shared in my video, that she and the Grammy-nominated rapper who shares sons RZA, nearly 3, and Riot Rose 1 are expecting their third child together. So talk about a turnabout and a twist of fate in a positive direction. I am very happy for this couple. I do hope that, like he says, you got to always be, mindful of your actions and the way that you handle things, the way that you deal with things. So whether you believe that he was guilty of these things or not, the bottom line is he is not. According to a court of law, he has been again acquitted of all of those charges and has been able to resume his life, and which I hope that he will, and I feel he will, as a lesson learned. You do, as you get into certain stages in your life, you want to not repeat certain things or be in situations that could invite certain things in. And he made a mention about energy and how you can bring and manifest things into your life. Just like you can manifest good, you can also manifest not so good. And so keeping positive in situations is a really good lesson to learn, for you, in order to prepare you for whatever may come. And sometimes also can just really reinstate the fact of, the things will work out in the end and in your favor, if that is how the stars should align. So I think that I would imagine that any kind of shenanigans associated with anything of that sort is way behind him. And, whatever the situation is, hopefully at this point now, because of this trial coming to an end, it puts a rest to everything. He's able to move on. The other individuals able to move on with their life as well. And just let live at this point. So I really did appreciate, seeing the take that A$AP Rocky had on the situation. It could not have been easy to go through this trial. It could not be easy to really literally be fighting for your freedom, fighting for your life. As we know, at this time of this upload and filming of this video, another artist is doing that very thing at this point, but may potentially have many different consequences than A$AP Rocky did. But we'll have to see it, because all things are alleged in that situation until we get through the trial and see what actually is what we're working with as a result of that. But just with A$AP Rocky and Rihanna, I think that is such a wonderful opportunity now for them to really the world's their oyster. There's nothing to worry about, no pending litigational things going on, that now they can just go ahead and just, live their lives, continue their work in their artistic fields and in their entrepreneurial spirits, and continue to be raising the beautiful family of theirs. And I could not be happier for them. I also think it was really cool that he was co-chairing with a lot of other notable individuals with the Met Gala. I think that the Met Gala this year, definitely with the theme of it as well, and just the makeup of the board and the type of efforts individuals put into the theme itself, I think it really lended itself to be a much more positive experience than maybe some past Met Galas. And so that was also very nice to see. Anything that puts together individuals, that allows for the opportunity to provide good into the world and not to monopolize off the world, is always a good thing. And I want to say that might have been the focus here this year for the Met Gala. Hopefully that is what it is. is. I don't know all of the particulars about the Met Gala and really all that it does, but it seemed to be a lot more positive coverage given to it this year than it has in past years. So I definitely would love to know your thoughts about this sharing. Were you shocked at the verdict? A lot of people, were kind of mixed on this as usual, right? But are several people that I myself had heard who thought, oh my gosh, he's not going to make it through this, and then was so shocked at the end where things had worked out to the fact that yeah, he was not guilty and all charges were then dropped. So when we saw him leap, across to Rihanna, I mean, that was love personified, the purity of love personified. And yeah, that is his person. She is definitely his person, and he is her person for life. And I'm just so happy for them. And now they can put this behind them and continue to move forward in all positivity. And I think that's just the way you got to do it, right? That's the way you got to do it. So with that, I think that'll about do it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and checking it out. And I definitely love to know your thoughts. So definitely leave them respectfully down in the comment section below. And of course, if you are new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, because I would so love to have you be part of the family. And of course, for all of you that are already part of the family, thank you so much for continuing with your visual and or viewing, same, right? And listening support. I so do appreciate it. Now, also make sure you have your all notification bells on, because I will be dropping 2 more videos down on the platform today, and I definitely want to know your thoughts on those. So, yeah, come back and check me out a little bit later on as well. And yeah, so I think with that, I will bid you adieu. You take care, be safe, and until later. Bye.